So Jake and I have seen this. Ian, you have not.
I didn't get that day off.
That's some Back to the Future lightning drawn in on the frames.
It might be better in Back to the Future. Oh my God, he has a baton. And then she put him in Adam Sandler click remote.
Aquaman is literally huge, and he's so manly, and Batman is so cool, and I'm...
Is this Batman cool? Batman is cool.
He
The
murders
concept.
people.
Batman's
That's
an
awesome.
alcoholic.
Yeah, he's in real life, but
No, not in real life anymore. He's
This
been doing
Batman-
better, and I'm
this-
very happy about
This
that.
Batman can speak very good Spanish.
if we were to rank the coolness of all the Batman on screen, is not Batfleck at the bottom?
No.
Adam West,
Okay, yeah, fair.
he is not cool.
And Val
George
Kilmer.
Clooney and Val Kilmer are both lame.
Adam West, top of the list.
I'll even argue Christian Bale's probably below Ben Affleck.
No. He does more cool stuff.
Well, he has 3 movies to do it.
Yeah,
Whereas
but
Batfleck,
you can't...
Batfleck had 3 movies to do it.
he was in 3 movies. He did not have 3 movies.
Ran away from 11 homes, got into a lot of fights. Then I was abducted by a wizard who gave me superpowers.
This is for everyone who didn't see Shazam, because it was like 5 years ago.
Is Robert Pattinson the coolest Batman?
Yes.
Maybe.
He listens to Nirvana.
He does.
And he says, "You're not my dad."
You know what's so sad is the first Shazam is the highest grossing of the Shazam movies.
That does suck.
All 3.
This movie made less money than Morbius.
Yep. That's tough.
That makes me really sad, but also really happy in like a funny, ironic way.
The first 5 minutes of this is better than all of Morbius 100 times.
Shut up! Did I just save you while you were listening to this song?
This film's bad, isn't it?
It's
not great.
It is worse than the first. I don't think it's bad.
I don't think it's bad either.
I'm gonna be severely disappointed with this.
Not as good as Shazam 1, but Shazam 1 was like,
Awesome.
it's the best
MCU?
MCU film. It's the best DCEU film.
The best DCU film being in the middle of the best MCU films.
Maybe
No, that's true.
Snyder Cut is the best DCU film?
It has more Green Lantern in it.
It has most.
I'd still
more
stand
film.
by Shazam.
It has more film than the rest of the DCU films.
It is
do.
the most DCEU
It's the most film, therefore it's the best film.
You're gonna want to hold on tight.
17 people died.
While I was too busy flirting with these people, reverse pedophilia.
Yeah. I never thought about that.
Yeah, no, he's underage.
Mm-hmm.
He might have the physical body of an adult. It's called the, yeah, I'm not touching that one. I love this part.
This is great.
Like, this is exactly what 6 teenagers would do with a giant interdimensional pocket dimension.
100%.
Not saving is different than breaking. Am I wrong?
Batman Begins was about that.
And I like this part. They kind of give the other 4 stuff to do.
Right. Well, that and also you would map out the room of doors. They're magic
And it
doors.
makes sense that Eugene would do it. It's so
Yeah.
cool.
Safe.
E for everyone. Also, by the way, Ian, Asher Angel's like barely in this film.
Yeah, it's mostly Zach Levi.
It's actually
Which,
kind of annoying because Asher Angel does a better job than Zachary Levi.
if I had to choose, I would go with Zach because he's the fun
You're
one.
one of the only people that I've heard that from. A lot of people were more mad that he was in more of the film than Asher Angel.
I don't want normal ass kid in the movie as much as awesome.
For the
laser
emotional
guy.
parts, I would.
I don't know. Zachary Levi can be emotional. You guys.
I think Asher Angel's a better actor.
I've seen Chuck's pilot.
I've
alright?
seen.
I've
Chuck's
also
pilot.
seen Chuck's pilot. Good job, guys. We got almost, what, like 15 minutes in
15
before we
minutes
made
of
a
saying
Chuck.
Chuck, fuck off.
I know that was me. Chuck
just
off.
saying.
Chuck off. Yeah, thank you.
They're back. The Chuck jokes are back.
I would die before I help you.
Her powers have been anything the script dictates so far. Yeah, but then he turns into his cool. Oh no, he's just himself.
Because he's already the coolest possible version.
Fair, fair.
There she is. Hey.
Oh, not these fucking dickheads.
We like
again.
to spit on babies and hit crippled kids. How
Their
are you?
truck got fucked up.
I hope it's still fucked
That
up.
is a common theme in DCEU films.
They do
Superheroes
hate
Remember when
fucking up.
Superman fucks that guy's truck up?
He does.
Garbage. Do you realize that? And that's your brand, guys.
Just some lighthearted bullying. Let me knock the wind out of your diaphragm and break your crutch.
It's 2023. This isn't fucking a very.
This is a hate crime. They are assaulting a disabled person.
Find me the one responsible for this.
It goes and finds Black Adam.
Oh my god!
Boo!
No!
He refused to be in this film.
He is not a hero.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson makes everything worse. Here's why. Exhibit A, everything he's ever been in.
What is the best The Rock film?
Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle.
Get
Jumanji, the next
smart.
level.
Get smart. He's a support in that film. He's actually the bad guy,
Fun
which
fact,
never happens.
Both new Jumanjis are infinitely better than Get Smart.
Fast and Furious, the one with the safe.
Never
5.
seen-
Fast 5. That's the best one.
Sorry, overbearing brother.
Oh, I have one of those. A sister. Always has to know where I am.
My sister's the bad guy because this is a film.
Protected by a dragon.
I know there's a dragon in this film. I've watched the trailer. Did they do a dragon these nuts across your face joke in the film? Don't tell me.
They're kids. So actually, that's a higher chance they would, if anything.
Don't tell me. I'm excited for it. I still miss Freddy.
No, remember this is the other stuff he gets to do. Which is nice because they could have just given this to Eugene, but they didn't.
They didn't. Development, baby.
Each of the Shazamily
Has more to do
bring
here.
something to the table.
Yes. I
Add
love
something
that.
to the
I
film.
hope Darla brings something to the table.
She will
soon.
later.
Later, yeah.
Yeah, they all get a moment to shine.
Oh boy, books.
This is a Harry Potter ass library.
Yeah. It's really cool.
No, it is. I'm not saying that like a bad thing.
I like
just
how it's only just books. That's awesome.
literally no shelving.
Nope. 100% books.
The
Beautiful.
books have made a shelving out of books.
Books and occasional lanterns.
You must be Anne.
Now I'm going to turn into Lucy Liu and kill you immediately.
Evil.
I don't think that's...
Mazas.
They're on the roof. It can happen. This could be a roof fight.
Atlas had 3 daughters. Calypso.
Anthea, which is short. Okay, I got it. And... Yup. I figured it out. They're going to roof fight. I got it right.
Billy, no!
You guys like the Simpsons movie?
Yeah.
Just wondering.
Oh, do they do the thing that they do at the end with the dome?
No, that's at the beginning and the whole time. But yes.
That was so funny.
That was way funnier than it should have been.
Didn't this bridge blow up?
That's the other one.
Yeah, there are 2 bridges.
Yeah, there's multiple bridges.
There are 21 bridges.
Philadelphia, the island country.
Here's what we've got. A cranky wizard with a cynical streak, and a precocious young man with an encyclopedic knowledge regarding magical shit.
Most of his knowledge is wild guesses.
I've seen all of the Fast and the Furious movies, lady.
And aren't you in those?
Yeah, I saw Hobbs and Shaw.
Isn't she like
Yes.
someone's mom?
You forgot about mine.
They really should have seen this coming.
Now, can you pick up the pace? We have to go. The dragon is here.
Dragging these nuts across your face.
Woo!
It's just an elaborate ruse.
Yeah, they lied about the dragon. They just wanted to roast him. Bro, that's their whole house.
Oh, but the dragon's so cool. It looks like it's made of tree.
It is made of tree.
I love this.
It's a wooden dragon.
You know what? Every film should have a dragon in it.
Ian,
I agree.
for all the shit this movie gets, yes, you're so right. It enhances all films.
Imagine the Titanic, but instead of getting sank by
They
an
hit a
iceberg,
dragon.
Ice dragon.
Ice dragon dead ahead. A what?
Huh?
Explain it all later.
Explain what? Our kids are superheroes being hunted by Greek gods that used the dragon to destroy the house we just bought?
Yeah.
Hi, I look exactly like Mary. You're dumb.
Your world will not survive this.
Yeah, no shit, Merlin.
That's an insult. Merlin could do stuff without a staff.
Your heart is wise, and it knows exactly what must be done.
You have to have sex with the Toyota Corolla behind me, like in the film Titan.
Why Titan?
That's what happened in that.
I know it's what happened.
It's a logical extension. Your heart is wise. You
Therefore,
need to
I'm
have sex with a Toyota Corolla.
Your heart is wise, therefore I'm thinking about 2021's Titan.
I'm always thinking about 2021's Titan.
You haven't seen it.
But he's thinking
When do you want to
about
watch it?
It's coming.
It better. I love that movie.
He's gonna recommend. I know this motherfucker's gonna recommend it.
It's in the list.
Jazzed.
It's in the list, bro.
Can I just see you before you go?
I would like Asher Angel to be on screen for the first time in about 50 minutes, please. I love the foster parents. They don't get a lot, but they get great characterization.
Yeah.
But of all the criticism, this is a worse movie than the first one. I would say the side characters have a lot more here.
Yes,
I
I
love
completely
that.
agree. But I think it's also worse is the objective word. This isn't a bad film.
No,
I like it.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know why it got raked over the fucking coals. It's a good movie.
What if the dad also yelled Shazam trying to do something? Get absolutely chuckle fucked. Jesus Christ.
that guy McFucking died?
My man's in the jousting competition with no horse. I'll say it. The villains in this movie are better than Savannah from the
Yes.
first one.
I
agree.
actually agree with you a lot.
I agree, though they're very similar of mid.
All right, I got a good question for you guys. Who is the best villain in all of the DCU?
Dark Side, even though he's barely in it.
Uh,
General
Who's the
Zod.
most compelling?
I really want to say Zack Snyder.
No, General
I'm not
Zod,
going to.
I guess.
The best villain?
Yeah, like the most interesting villain.
Wow, is it actually General Zod?
I think so.
Maybe.
Might I offer an Ocean Master?
Yeah, I like Ocean Master.
He's got reasonable
all right.
reasonable wants.
He's very similar to Zod, though. I'm trying to think of one that really stands out.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Oh wow, none of these stand out.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking mid.
Starro. I'll say it.
No, it's
Starro's
just
great.
a star.
Y'all
It
are in the
sucks.
minority. People like
Starro is
People
fine.
like Starro. That doesn't mean it's good.
He's just living his life in space, man. How many superhero movies have the main character die? Endgame, kinda.
BVS.
And not come back.
They had their cake and ate it too.
And not come back is my caveat on that.
That's my caviar.
Logan.
Yeah.
Logan.
About
Dark
to be
Deadpool
Phoenix.
3. God damn it.
About to be broken.
Dark Phoenix.
They were gonna make
They
another one.
murder Professor X and Dark Phoenix, bro.
No, they don't.
No,
they
he's
murder
fine.
Professor X in The Last Stand, and he comes back in Days of Future Past.
Ah, you're right.
He comes back in The Last Stand in the post credits.
Oh,
yeah.
he does?
Not even post. I think it's the end of the film. I think it's the very end.
Shit.
Every film is bad. Here's why.
But yeah, Logan.
But, so Ian-
Logan. They murder Professor X and Logan.
True. And
Deserved.
then different version came back. I'll say it doesn't count. That's fine. So,
That's still.
well, Ian, what I'm saying is this is the first film to stick with a death. He's not back.
The Wonder Woman theme still isn't good.
There's a little pff in the ground.
Pitching a tent. It's like a lightning dick.
Pitching a fucking mountain,
I'm
bro.
going to put this in my museum that I work at because I have a job. And it brings Billy back to life, and you guys were capping.
I never said anything. Jake was capping.
I was saying, why don't you think he's going to die in this film?
Because it's a film!
Also, Ian, this is having their cake and eating it too. This is why I think this is a less good film than the first Shazam movie.
This is the same feeling of a very recent superhero movie called Ant-Man 3, where had Scott died, it's like a 9 out of 10.
Yup.
It's like straight up.
If
this
Kang
was a
had
baller.
murdered Scott Lang.
Kang in the fight before he fought the heroes obliterated people and then did nothing in the fight with the heroes.
In theaters, you're watching and you're like, I don't buy this at all. Why would the movie pretend?
And then they fucking stick with it and they play it straight. And you're like, oh my
It's
God,
the
they actually did it.
same-
They killed him.
The
And then they
same
didn't.
frustration why Infinity War's ending blows, because none of that death means anything, because you know that Spider-Man made $1 billion and Black Panther made $1 billion. Nobody believes it. So, why?
Just terrible. It's a slap in the face.
It would have been so nice.
Would have been an amazing ending to Shazam.
I know. The character
He's
paid off.
just
His
fucking
whole thing in this
dead.
movie is all for one. What better thematic resolution than to sacrifice yourself for that family idea?
Seriously.
And saying that this is my family, that's why I'm dying, because I actually care about them. I'm not abandoning them.
And there's
so
literally
I'm not abandoning
there's literally
them.
5 more Shazams if you want to keep making more movies.
Oh my God. It would have been so good.
This right here, this one scene tanks the film.
I don't
Yeah,
think
it's less good.
It is so less good.
It is less good. I don't think it's a bad movie.
Still not bad.
No, it's a good
No,
movie.
but it would have been.
It would have been awesome.
It would have been better than the first one.
Maybe, yeah.
We were on the verge of greatness. We were this close.
Be well, Billy Batson.
I wish her face was still Jimon Hunso's face.
I still think we can beat it.
All right, you know what? It's good. It's fine. It's good.
fine.
It doesn't deserve the treatment it
No,
got.
it doesn't. It's fine. I mean, look, it's obviously, we all agree, it is a weaker film than Shazam 1.
Yes.
But we all agree it's not a bad movie.
I'm gonna go first. Actually, upon rewatching this, I'm actually more positive on it than I was, and I was pretty positive when we saw it in theaters. I'm gonna give this a 7. It holds up on a rewatch. That was my biggest fear when we left the theater. I'm like, I don't know if I'd like this if we rewatched it. We're sitting here. I had a great time. It's funny. It's got heart. The side characters are really well fleshed out. There are things that really piss me off. The death. I talked about it. You know how I feel. But this is a good movie, and it doesn't deserve the fucking beating at the box office it got, or the terrible critical reviews.
May I chime in?
Especially the reviews.
Just a little bit and just say that I think a lot of the reason that people were so lukewarm, so much so they didn't fucking see it, is because the DCEU is in such a bad place.
And they just announced, by the way, the next 4 movies don't fucking matter.
Yeah, by the way, Henry Cavill and Blackadder are not coming back.
Well,
even though
Aquaman and Flash are gonna matter.
We
but
teased that in the post-credits, and then, like, literally that week, they're like, no, they're not coming back. We're just kidding, bro. So this is a byproduct of a lot of confusion.
100%.
So I think that's going against it. But you can't knock the movie itself for that.
Yeah,
it's so worth it.
It's not the film's fault.
No.
This was the unfortunate, like, sacrificial lamb.
Yeah.
It just happened to be the next one up in the line after everyone decided that they wanted
Beetle's gonna make $4.
And I'm so sad about that.
Yeah.
I don't care if it doesn't look perfect. I actually am looking forward to it. I just want a good fucking Blue Beetle movie.
I have 2 things to say.
Sure.
1, that was a Manticore, not a Chimera. My mistake.
Got you.
2.
Is not one, it's like squares and rectangles?
No.
No.
They did.
Because it's a chimera of different things.
But
No, Chimera is a specific thing.
yeah, it's a
Okay.
specific
I
thing.
thought it was a generic
that was
term.
a
It
Manticore.
became a generic term, but it started as a specific
Oh, okay.
thing.
Yeah.
All right, go off, King.
And my second thing is,
Battle
I like it. It's not as good as the first one. They pulled the punch. I hate when movies pull punches. Please stop pulling punches.
Look at the dead teachers.
Like,
Hostile Gato.
if you pull your punches, you know you're not making another one of these.
They didn't at the time of making
Yes,
it.
but
They wouldn't have made it.
but editing the end of this film is so easy.
So you're saying to cut off the film?
Yes!
After he died?
They couldn't have done that because Billy's in the final shots of them rebuilding the house.
Yeah.
Oh, this sucks.
Peacemaker.
This is stupid as shit.
Peacemaker sucks. Anyway,
So they asked him to join the Justice
He's
Society.
got one of the cool wolf shirts.
That's
though.
the whole thing. That's the joke.
He wears cool wolf shirts.
one of the things for me is some of the dialogue. You're right. Some of the acting is a little bit seasoned mid, but like, man, it's not bad. There are worse films that have made more money. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania is worse than this film, and I think it made more money.
It did. And it is.
Like,
I equate them,
objectively worse.
but I like that movie.
Nah, mid.
Don't like it.
Worse than mid.
Terrible.
I strongly disagree. Ian, what's your score?
I'd say like between a 6 and a 7. I'm leaning a little bit more towards 6 because I hate when films pull punches, and it did the Phantom Menace thing, and like a whole slew of. But I will say there's no title cards in this film because they're in Philadelphia the whole time, so I'm really happy about that.
It'd be weird if they title carded for the sequel to the film that already established where they are.
But there's
Still Philadelphia.
there's still some stuff I don't like. The script, I think it needed another pastor. There's a couple of lines of dialogue that are, like I mentioned, acted and kind of stilted and stiff. But overall, it's a fun time. I had a good time. The ending really does tank it a little bit. I think it'd be like an 8 if the ending was good, to be quite honest. Like the ending they stuck with.
Mm-hmm.
He sacrificed himself for the betterment of his family, and they have to learn and be that.
Yeah.
Each one of them has their own strength in the Shazam like acronym. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that would have been really, really cool to continue going forward with. But you don't kill your main character in a film because you're a coward.
I am between your scores. I don't really know where I land yet.
My man's between 6 and 7.
I know. It's good. It's a decent movie. Not as good as the first one. We all agree. But I just, I feel really bad for the movie because, like, again, like we already mentioned, like the movie does not deserve the. First of all, nobody's seeing it. Second of all, lukewarm reception, which I think a lot of that is a byproduct of the fact that this universe is not only on life support for a very long time, but also getting, revived by Shazam right now by James Gunn with those Shazam powers. So I'll lean 7. I think it does a lot more good than bad.
Yeah.
Though it is much weaker than the first one, there are parts of this that are better developed than the first one. Like the supporting cast is great.
Yeah.
They're better here than they ever were in the first one. I liked them in the first one. So this has got, like Mud, you said, it's got rewatchability, which I didn't expect it to, but it really does.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm glad that it got made because I know no other film will in this fucking Shazam world.
Yeah.
Especially not Black Adam with that box office.